In this video, I'm going to talk about the different stages of buying your first home and what to expect. When you're buying a home, it's normal to have different emotions. It's so much to think about. One minute you may be angry, one minute you may be elated, one minute you might be excited, one minute you might feel terrified, and one minute you might just get frustrated about everything. It's a normal process. Not everyone goes through it smoothly, but don't be terrified because it's to be expected, especially if it's your first time. Even if it's your second time, it can be a little frustrating, especially if it's been a very long time because the market does change over time. Either way, you're not alone. Stage 1. Oftentimes, buyer can't seem to find what they want, especially if you're searching with someone else, like your spouse or significant other. It can be very frustrating not knowing exactly what you guys can come to an agreement with. Take time and take a deep breath. Set time aside to kind of narrow things down to what's most important. Work together with your partner or your spouse to develop a list of needs and wants and narrow down to what's most important between the both of you. That will save you a lot of headache and pain. Then, you found your dream house or the house you've been waiting to get. You're very excited. You've already mapped out where exactly you want to put your furniture and what room each person is going to have. What room your new baby will sleep in, what room your kids will have, your oldest kid will obtain. All those things are very exciting and you can't wait to move in. So there's some excitement there, also some fear, which is normal. Those are normal feelings. Next, you won't be able to stop talking about your new home. Every now and then I have a few buyers that hold back on letting others know that they're buying a home before they close. But most people are going to be telling everybody, showing them pictures, scrolling online, pulling up the listing and letting everyone know what they found and what they're going to be moving into. There's a stream of excitement there, and it's normal feelings. Those are all normal feelings. You're going to be filling out a lot of paperwork. In the end, now, of course, before you even do the home search, you should have already been approved and ready. You don't want to go doing a search without having everything turned in because it could be a disaster. At this point, when you get ready to go to closing, you're going to have a lot of papers to sign, especially if you're buying a first property. You're going to have tons of paperwork. The seller may not even have as much. You're going to notice they're going to be able to sign their documents much faster than you. So your heart's going to be racing. You're going to have a lot of excitement about what you're trying to do and get closed. And you're hoping that everything goes through, especially if there's some source of a delay. Don't panic. Oftentimes there's a delay. That's the very reason why you want to work with a preferred lender, with someone who's very knowledgeable in the community and someone who actually gets the job done. Because the last thing you want to do is go to closing and find out your loan officer has not been working along and now there's a source of delay. It can be very frustrating to get to closing and you have not got all your stuff in, or there's something missing because they didn't do the checklist. Always communicate with your lenders and making sure they have everything you need. Don't even wait till they contact you. Send emails or messages to make sure they're on top of their game. Now, if you got a real professional, they're going to be contacting you anyway, so you won't have to worry about that. But unfortunately, there's tons of realtors, there's tons of lenders. So I don't know who you're going to be working with, but anybody I send my people to, we're going to get the job done and they're going to have open communication with my buyers. That's what's most important, having open communication. There's no greater joy than having a loan officer that really takes the time to get to know the client and communicate with them about their needs and ensuring that we're going to have a successful closing. And of course, before you get to the closing, you're going to have the home inspection that you're going to pay out the pocket for. You also may have to pay for the appraisal out of the pocket. In most cases, you pay for the appraisal up front before closing. So between both of those, that's $1,000 right there out of the pocket. So you make sure that you have the money because you will need money even if you qualify for down payment. A lot of people misunderstand about what it is because you have closing costs, down payment, and you also have fees associated with buying a home that has nothing to do with the down payment or the closing costs because you have to have money up front. Be prepared. So before you even try to apply for a mortgage, take in consideration what kind of money you're going to need, the funds that you're going to need to make sure you have a successful closing. This will also calm down some of the anxiety that you may have when you're working with trying to buy a home. It can be very frustrating, but definitely it's rewarding in the end to own your own home. Oftentimes people may get cold feet, but keep in mind, buying a home is an investment. So you will be much happy closing on your home than paying rent, paying someone else's bill. You will own your own and you can make it your best. Have a great day. Tune in and subscribe.